I'm Dave Koz, and this is Driving with Dave. Okay. See you later. Buddy.
Hey.
Look at this.
This is nice.
That's so funny. Somebody put that in there.
It's like where you're going right now?
Uh-oh. The key's not in the side. Inside. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't. Let's do this one more time.
All right.
Let me get the key.
All right. Oh, yeah, we need that. Glad I lost weight. I wouldn't be able to fit this thing.
Are you trying to steal my car?
No, I don't know what happened. I didn't know if I needed to get out or...
I think because we didn't have the key, then it was like the thing sort of shuts off and says, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Because it doesn't recognize you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't recognize me either.
Really?
Yeah. It's very, it's a great car, but it's also very...
Got some more shades in here I can throw on?
I don't. Oh, yeah, no, I do have them. Are those good for you?
Yeah, that's fine. It's perfect.
They fit okay?
Yeah. I just have a big head. What's first?
Yeah, look good on you.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy boy. Oh, let me say goodbye to Fred. Fred, thank you very much.
Oh, and products? andproducts.net?
Really appreciate it.
andproducts.net? Okay, all right.
If not sooner.
Okay.
Really appreciate it. It's great. What was that again?
And products, yeah, A-N-D. Like Ander or something.
So, let's start there.
Okay.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus, I'm going to just say it right now. You are such an MVP in our world.
Well.
You're like the multi-hyphenate. The man that can do anything.
Wow.
The man who's ready to do anything.
I like that word, multi-hyphenate. It's the first time I've heard it used in a sentence.
Because you just, you're not a one-trick pony. You can do anything. And you do. And you're like really open. I'm just impressed by how open you are to challenges, to taking on things that you didn't necessarily know you were going to do. And when we put together these cruises, our team, there's so much stuff, there's so many details, and you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And when you know that you have like someone like you that just kind of shows up and is like, you're a yes person. You say yes to things, and you take the challenge, and you take the opportunity. I appreciate that so much.
Well, you're welcome, and it's everything is about opportunities. And I had a teacher back in the day. She would always say, whenever you have an opportunity, make the most of it, because you never know what could come out of it. So anything that someone throws at me, I look at it as an opportunity to either succeed or fail, and even failure is a success in a way.
Don't I know that? We've all been there.
Yeah.
But that's really a great outlook on life too, because you just never know what's around the corner. If you're a yes person, if you say yes to life, then you have these because you never know.
Yeah.
You could meet somebody. By doing this cruise, you could meet somebody that changes your life.
Yeah, I already have.
Well, good.
You.
That's sweet. You changed my life.
Oh, man.
You brought so much joy and so much fun and so much great music and so much great friendship. And you know that I'm a huge fan of yours. I think that what you do is crazy great. And I love the fact that you're trying all kinds of different stuff with your music and your career. Tell us a little bit about And Coffee.
And coffee is an idea that came from me just being tired and needing energy. And a little bit, you know, it's from like what my daddy would always say, just if you like something and you love it, try to see if you can make some money from it. So I was drinking energy drinks during rehearsals, you know, and this is when I was working with Prince. We'd have long 12-hour rehearsals. And the energy drinks were just not good. So now, I mean, I drink coffee, and coffee was kind of like my vice at the time, and I just loved drinking coffee. And then I started writing songs about it, and I said, everybody in the world drinks coffee. Then I researched it, and I saw that like it was like the #2 most traded product in the world next to oil. And I said, man, that's amazing. So if I do that and I create it and create a line and put music to it, then it could be pretty lucrative. And then like it has been, and like I could do a whole lot more with it, but I really haven't, and I don't really need to right now. But eventually, I'm going to focus more onto coffee because I like it a lot.
And where? So people can buy it from your website?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much?
Yeah, they can go to my website, marcusanderson.net. There's an actual website for it, andproducts.net. Mm-hmm. But if you just go to marcusanderson.net, there's a tab on there that takes you right to the coffee. You
made us some of that coffee in rehearsal yesterday.
I did.
And I think that was the hazelnut one. But you got a bunch of flavors, right?
Yeah, I have hazelnut, I have vanilla caramel, regular, bold, decaf, and like a morning inspiration, which is kind of a lighter roast, but it's really smooth. Now,
just knowing me, as much as you know me, which and coffee do you think that I would like most? Just by the descriptions that you just said there, there.
I would think either like the morning inspiration or the Jamaica Me Wanna vanilla caramel.
Jamaica Me.
Yeah, that's the vanilla caramel flavor.
You know what I mean, both of those sound delicious and wonderful, but I would choose the bold.
You would choose the bold
because I'm such a basket case in the morning. I'm a basket case.
Really?
And I make coffee in the morning for myself. And I always make it super strong. My assistant Janice, she'll never drink coffee that I make unless she makes it, and she makes it too weak. I'm sorry. You gotta have strong coffee. So bold is the way to go.
Yeah, you gotta have strong coffee, and we have some of the best coffee in the world. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So, what can we look forward to seeing from you? I know that you made a concert DVD just recently, which was awesome, and I'm curious to know how people are people going to be able to find that online, or how's it going to work?
They are. The people who are going to get it first are the ones that's on the cruise, because we're in the middle of this distribution deal, and we're trying to work out some things with iTunes to where they can promote it and push it. So if they accept me and bring it on to the whole iTunes family, then it'll be one of those premieres that they do. And it's something that they're doing. They call it the Artist Initiative, and they've been taking a lot of independent artists that taking their own money and invest into it, and they take a product that they already have and push it and really see how far it can go. They've already done it with a couple of acts. Some I don't remember. Well, actually, I don't remember any of them. But
you just have to remember you.
Yeah,
that's the important
I just want them to remember me and push this project. And even if it doesn't, I'll have it available on my website.
I was completely knocked out by it. I wasn't expecting it because I didn't know what to expect, but all I can tell you is that you've learned a lot from, it's evident that you've learned a lot from your experience of being on the road with superstars.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Because you know how to put on a show. Now that part I know, but when you put all the production elements and the show elements into a video where you feel like you're at a big concert.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of backup saxophone players.
Yeah, man.
So cool, and every one of those guys had personality for days. The music sounded so great. Tell me about your experience with Prince and with CeeLo and the other artists that you've worked with on the road, and what that brought to your musicality as a soloist.
Man, a lot, happened before, like Prince. Like I started working with Anthony Hamilton, and we got to open up for Prince. And this was like a year before I even played with him. And I remember looking at that stage and willing myself there and said, you know what? I want to be up there. I'm going to be up there. I said that. And like almost a year to date, is when I got called for it. But even prior to me getting called to working with Prince, Sheila E. called me and said, hey, can you come work with me for a season? So I did that during the summer. And then when it was up with her, 2 weeks later, I got the call from Prince. went out and worked with him and got to record and tour and study under him and be a little bit of a mentee. And, you know, and CeeLo kind of came from the whole Prince thing too, because there was a manager that was working with Prince that was working with CeeLo that needed a saxophone player to come out and do a tour. So one tour turned into another tour, which turned into another tour. So I got to work with CeeLo for like 2 years. And I haven't, you know, lately, only because I've been doing a lot of stuff with my solo career, which he supports. But CeeLo, he's a real character. He's cool. He's funny. You know, has an amazing voice, amazing creative ideas, which kind of helped me with developing a concert next to being with Prince and seeing you and seeing Anthony Hamilton and Sheila. Like all these people, like all of you guys kind of helped form an idea on like what I want to do on stage and even off stage.
Yeah, well, you've had, I mean, just that list alone. Just being in the orbit of Prince, though, I can't even imagine. I never got a chance to. Of course, I saw his shows, but I was a huge fan. I don't know any musician that wasn't a fan of Prince. You know, just the contribution that guy made to music.
You guys have a lot in common, though. You both have vision.
Short.
Well, outside of that, you're both great musicians, but you have vision, and you both have a bunch of moving parts. And it's like you trust people to go ahead and, you know, this is what I would like for you to do. And then you walk away from it and you come back and you say, oh, this is what you got done. I like it. You tweak it to make sure it stays in line with your vision. And that's kind of like how he worked and operated.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting to hear.
He was very hands-on, but very hands-off too, because he's just one person, so he couldn't possibly do everything. But he definitely had vision, as you do.
Well, it's like for like the cruises that we do, or I think there's a thread that runs through it that it's important for our guests to feel like somebody cares about every moment.
Right.
And it's nothing is just thrown together. It's that there's care involved. Because when people come on cruises, you know, it's not taking anything away from a show. Like somebody says, I want to buy a ticket to your show, Marcus Anderson's show, and they spend 3 hours, they get the, you know, they go to dinner, they spend a lot of money, they give you your time. That's very important. There's another whole level when people say, I'm going to travel around the world for a week and spend all that money and give you this time, you know, because people can go anywhere for their vacation. So it's like a big responsibility and a great joy and a great privilege to be able to build an experience from the ground up with a collective vision. But you're right. It's a perfect way of putting it. There's no way I could do it alone. There's no way. And that's why having people like yourself and all the other great artists and unbelievable musicians that learn everybody's music, and then all the crew members. And then when the guests arrive, that's the magic.
Right.
They bring the magic. Because all of a sudden you got all these people that are so excited for everything.
Right.
So I consider it a great honor and privilege to be able to do this every year. And to be able to develop, that's the other thing that's super fun, is the fact that us artists, we don't get a chance to commune with each other very often. And if it is, it's quick. It's be like backstage for a half hour at some jazz festival.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, we're hanging out together for 2 weeks. We're on vacation together.
That's why I love it, because we're around each other for so long, and we become family, we become friends and close, and we learn things that we like and may not like about each other. We learn our level of tolerance with people, and like how much we can love and give and push. And it's a whole week or 2 weeks for us, you know, of learning yourself and then learning others and learning how to work well with others.
You're a bright dude. I like the way you're very articulate.
Oh man.
Oh,
well, I appreciate it.
Look at these two guys. Hold on. Do you need us to give you a ride anywhere?
You need a lift?
No, we're just going for a walk around the block.
Okay.
Do you know Marcus Anderson?
What's up, man?
Sometimes I go by Marvelous, but you can call me Marcus.
Marvelous Marcus.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Quite talented. Looks really, really good in a suit, in a prom suit.
You have a moose thing going on, like.
Gonna get you one of these days? Maybe in pink or yellow.
Thankfully, Marcus is wearing it, so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Very good.
Speaking of which, by the way,
yeah.
You're wearing a powder blue tuxedo.
I am.
It looks very 70s inspired. So give me a little story about this, and be nice.
Well,
and you got to play us a song.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so give us a story on the Tux.
Well,
And then we'll go.
I secretly plan on taking Denise Williams to the prom on the ship.
I like that idea.
No, I'm hosting a kind of a prom debutante DJ. Bless you.
Thank you.
That made you sneeze, huh?
Yeah.
Like a prom DJ debutante thing, and I'm DJ Marcus, but I think on the ship I'll be DJ Marvelous.
Oh, I like that.
It's
a lot.
It's going to be a part of the sail away, I think, on day 3.
Well, it sounds great because, you know, we wanted to give people a prom. You know, a lot of people, including myself, have not the greatest memories about our prom.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a prom night do-over
Mm-hmm.
that you're going to host. And I think, I don't know if anybody's going to have as cool of a tuxedo as you, but at least you'll be there.
Well, thanks to you. I have this suit.
So you're gonna spin the music that night, and you're gonna do some retro stuff, kind of remind us of my prom was 1981.
Oh, that's
That was a good year.
That's a good year.
It was a good year for music.
Yeah, it's 3 years before I was born.
You don't have to say it like that, do you? Do you have to do that?
No, I didn't. That was kind of a.
That's all right.
That was kind of a
Let
little.
that one slide. Give us a little music. Come on, as we pull in.
Oh, okay. little flute action.
How hard is it to play flute while in a moving vehicle?
Believe it or not, I do it a lot because I'm on the way to rehearsals and learning music with the flute.
But you're not driving at the same time.
I won't admit this.
God, are you serious, Marcus?
That's only when I'm sitting in traffic. It's only when I'm stopped and I'm sitting in traffic and I'm at a light.
You whip out the flute while you're at a light?
Yeah. I wouldn't dare do it.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Mindy Abair played sax while I was driving yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
She did it. She sounded pretty damn good.
All right. Well, it's Mindy.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think I've ever played saxophone in a car. Certainly not while driving.
Well, I wasn't driving.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go on that one. But I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for all your incredible contributions, musical and otherwise, to the success of our cruises. Have a fantastic time in Copenhagen.
I will. Thank you.
And if it were up to me, because you look so good, I would do the whole week in that tux.
I would just have to get, in different colors. Blue, red, orange. Change it up a little bit.
If you had a tux a day.
If I had a tux a day, we could do it.
It'd be fun to look at your closet that way.
Yes, it would. I'd walk in and I just, which one?
And ruffled shirts. You could actually be the guy that brings back the ruffled shirt.
I think we should do that. We should, do a post and boost it to millions of people. I'm
looking at that. I wore a ruffled shirt at my prom.
Yeah.
And I wish I still had it, but it's just one of those things that it's just, why did that thing, who came up with the idea of a ruffled shirt? I mean, look at this.
I don't know.
It's just such a funny, when you see it now, it looks kind of,
I like it.
How did they come up with it? I think it's cool, and we need to do it now. We need to get it back into vogue.
You know what? You can bring it back in.
No, you can bring it back in.
Well, we can bring it back in. We'll do a tour, and we'll have the ruffle shirt tour.
The ruffle shirt tour. 6 people will come to that, but it's better than none.
All right, thanks, Dave.
So
I appreciate you. Love you too, man.
Marcus Anderson.
Hey.
Come on, let's go.